welcome back to another episode, guys. Today we're going to be working on a little special project. It involves inspecting a car for potential parts and seeing if it has the potential to be a parts car or if I should just leave it be and order everything from the dealership to fix the 05 Unicorn. I've had this car for about 3.5 years. It has a blown motor. It's a clean title 04 STI. It's a relatively really nice shape. Don't mind all the love bugs. Those are science project gone wrong. But this is a really nice car. When I bought it, I got it with the intentions of just buying it to flip, to fix, and stuff like that. But there is some rust spots on like the body. Not major, just like very minor stuff, kind of like right here and then right over there. This is the same color as my 05, and it would be like the perfect donor vehicle. And I guess we'll see. This is like literally perfect if I was to take the parts from this, but it would be kind of sad to kind of destroy another GD STI just to save mine. But the only way I would leave this one and not touch it at all would be if it had too much rust. And I'm obviously not going to swap all the parts from my car. Sorry, swap all the parts from this car to my car if this has rust on like the body parts. For example, if there's like rust underneath the fenders. I mostly need the core support, which I'll pop here in a second. And this is the engine bay. It's kind of stock. It has an FP green. I'm not sure what the motor is, but it's relatively decently clean, minus this clapped manifold. But I'm really needing the radiator support if I was to take from this, and obviously like the hood, fenders, front bumper. That's pretty much it. But like overall, when you kind of look at the top side of it, it looks pretty decent. I don't see any like signs of rust, but I know when I purchased this there was rust underneath it, so I guess we'll see how it looks here in a bit. I think overall this car is like pretty clean. Has like some wear on the steering wheel as always. Let's see how many miles is on this thing. Has 130, so not anything crazy. It just runs really rough because it has like a broke piston, so it smokes and it'll eventually turn off after maybe like a minute. But it's not a bad car at all. It's pretty clean. And here is, I guess, the back seat. You can kind of check it out. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Seats look pretty decent. Overall, I mean, for the age of the car, it's in pretty good shape. Really can't complain. But is this worth taking, like, and parting out basically, and using all the parts from my car? I'm not sure. That's gonna be something that you guys are gonna have to decide for me, because I'm pretty bad at making decisions. Headlights look really nice too. Like overall, this car is like pretty dang clean. You guys see here. It's the original 50100 BBSs as well, which those are pretty rare. Now, if I was to take all the stuff from this, I wouldn't have to paint anything. I would just have to weld up this core support and then do like some minor painting. Other than that, it'd be pretty much simple. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the plan or not. And like the hood is in really nice shape too. The paint is in overall like pretty decent shape. It could probably buff out and like be even nicer. But overall, it's like in pretty good shape for how old it is. There's no like weird issues going on with the paint, which is nice. So what I'm gonna do next is, I don't have a lift here at this location because it's at a storage unit. I need to go underneath the car, but obviously there's no lift here available. But I do have means of lifting it, which is the Komatsu. Let's see how this rig starts up. I haven't driven in a hot minute. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, started right up. By the way, I am forklift certified, just so you guys know. It's really nice. So what we're gonna have to do here, so as you guys can see, this has really long forks. These forks are specifically to lift cars. I don't know if you can see how long that is, but these are, I believe they're 12-foot forks. Might shoot for comparison. Yeah, those are big boys. Oh no. Don't die. I think it ran out of propane. Oh man. Hold on a second. Yes sir, we are out. Yeah, we're out of propane. So I get this swapped out. This should shut that. Like that. And then just take this rig. And then this is a new tank. Luckily I have them here at the unit. Lock this in place. And then lock this in place, give it a good shake, we're good. Let me just take this, twist it on in. Oh yeah. Sure she's tight. There we go. Now she should crank right up. Yeah, buddy. So as you can see here, these are long forks like I was saying before. I have to lift the car up like kind of right here where this fender is, right here, because the engine's in the front. If you pick it up in the middle, it'll teeter to the back and it'll probably fall off. So you have to kind of like lift it up right here, which you'll see here in a sec. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys along with how this thing is lifted. But we're gonna have to be very careful. We don't rip a side skirt off or anything, you know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move these forks. I'm gonna spread the forks out a little bit just to give me some more cushion just in case. Because, you know, safety first. Alright, we spread out the forks just a little bit. That way we have more width. You know, width is better. And then crank her on up. Gotta be really careful. We can always do a test lift as well if need be. Right there. Yeah. Stop right before the mirror. Right there. Check it. Probably pull that like that just in case. You guys see here, we got plenty of room. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly lift it. So what we got? back a little bit. That. Alright, should be good on the tilt. We'll just check it really quick. Let me just make sure she's stable. Give her a little push. That's alright. We're not moving it. Kind of do a little quick inspection up here. Struts look a little crusty. Those are the original red struts on the 04s. Yep. That's OE, baby. Yeah, so the 04 STIs, they came with like these cherry red blossom struts, which are pretty decent. But once they get some high miles, I'm sure they kind of get a little shot, but I'm not sure. This one seems to be pretty decent, but we don't need that where we're going. I'm gonna go ahead and keep lifting her up. Okay, should be good right there. So upon further inspection, this is what it looks like underneath. It's honestly not sure what to think about this. What do you guys think? Is this a car I should save and just put a new motor in it and put it back on the road, or what do you guys think? A little crusty. Ooh. Whatever's left of the paint. I'm not sure what the heck this is, but we'll pretend we didn't see that. Hubs look pretty rusty. I think my biggest concern is the stuff I want to be taking from it. Obviously, like the hubs, and this U-frame is really rusty. It's kind of hard to see. Is this core support in good shape or not, you know? This piece I don't really need. I'll probably just buy a new one, or I could probably reuse mine because mine wasn't really that damaged. I just had a few dents on it, nothing crazy. I don't know, guys. What do you think? That's the subframe. This is the section I will be needing, which looks pretty decent. I'm gonna lower it a little bit and see. Kind of a better angle right here. It doesn't look to be corroded at all. I think really the only way is if I like take the radiator out. But like kind of seeing here, this is just like the little splash shield. The lower radiator support looks pretty decent. Even the crash bar, OEM crash bar, looks acceptable. It just has some minor surface damage. Not surface damage, surface rust, sorry. I don't know. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's like, how bad does it have to be? You know? Like, the actual frame itself is not like rusted out, which is a good sign, but it does have a little bit. So you see here, there is some. So I'm sure maybe internally, maybe, yeah, you can see right here. That's the rail. Also the rail. I don't know. Like, this stuff could be replaced. This all just bolts off. Same thing with this engine cradle, but it's not like in horrible condition. I've seen worse, but I don't know. I know Subaru owners are very picky these days. Now if I was to try to flip this car, is it worth flipping? Like, or am I just gonna be working for free and not really make much money? So that's a predicament I'm in. Like, this whole back section looks very bad. Like, look at all that. If I try selling this car and people see that, they'd be like, oh hell no. You're gonna have to sell this car for like dirt cheap, you know? And is it worth me putting a motor in this thing? Because these engines are really expensive. They're like $5,000–6,000. And that's me doing it myself, you know? So, I don't know. I think the body overall is like, it's a pretty good shape. If I didn't have to put a motor in this thing, I would just sell it as is probably. But this motor, I think I paid, not sure what I paid for this thing. I think I paid like $7,500 or $8,000 for this car. And it was from, I think, Massachusetts. You kind of see up here. This is the rear crash bar. It's hard to see, but there you go. I adjusted. Rusty. And then this is the trunk area. There's a little bit up here. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna need your help on this one because, to be honest, I don't know what to do with it. Should I use this for parts and just say it is what it is? Sorry, we're gonna have to sacrifice one to save another car that's in much better condition. I don't know. I kind of wish it was wrecked because then it would be kind of a no-brainer, you know? But like, all the body parts I need are like in really good shape. I mean, they're not perfect by all means. It has some scratches up here. But I mean, eventually one day I can always get the stuff repainted, which would be nice. But it would save me a lot of time and money not having to paint all this stuff right now and worry about painting it. So, because I want to get the 05 back on the road because I miss that car. So that's the predicament I'm in. I'm not sure what to do with this car. I'm gonna need you guys' help with this. I guess we'll make a poll and vote. Everybody vote. What do we do? Do we part it out and save the 05 with it? Or should I just say, yo, go buy the part somewhere else and put that one back on the road? I have no idea what this thing would be worth, even if it was driving, you know? It's really hard because, like, it's a clean title car from out of state, I believe Massachusetts, and it's in really good shape. It's not like beat up. If it was like rusted all over, I mean, it would be a no-brainer. Like, yo, this thing's clapped. Like, just do what you got to do with it. But I mean, it's not horribly bad on like the body side, you know. It just sucks. Like, if it was up to me, I would just save all these cars. But with all the rust, it's like, what would this thing even be worth, you know? So that's the predicament that we're in. Look how nice the headlights look. Man, I think my headlights on my 05 are in way better shape because I like did a full restoration on them and I clear coated them and they look literally phenomenal, like brand new. So these ones look pretty good, not anything crazy. But overall, like, the paint is in really good shape. It has like a few little imperfections and stuff. I don't know if you can see the little, there's like a few little swirls, which is normal for how old it is. Has like some little chips in the paint. I don't know if you guys can see all that. Little chips, but like they've been, I guess somebody put like a little paint marker to them. So the front bumper looks exceptional. So I don't know, guys. This is a really hard one. Like I said, I need the core support. So pretty much from, I believe from here forward, obviously this whole top area. So, oops. I don't know, guys. Like, mine was all like really beat up over here. I had to straighten it all out, but I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because I really just don't know. This thing is like decently clean in the engine bay. I obviously cleaned it. It wasn't this clean when I got it. But you kind of see a little FP green right there. So this thing runs like butt, but I mean, it runs kind of decent just to get it in and out of the garage, but this is what it looks like on the hood side underneath. Yep. I wish I could just take this front bumper off and just really check out the core support completely in its entirety to see how it looks, you know. I'm not worried about a little bit of surface rust, but like, as long as there's no holes, you know. I mean, I guess I won't know until I take this whole front end off, right? So, but kind of looking there, I can see a little bit of surface rust. That would be the lower portion of the radiator support, which I do desperately need. So, but this upper section looks really nice, and it's already white, so I won't have to sit there and mess with painting. I think the only painting I would have to do is like where I weld it onto my my chassis. Maybe just do a little bit of painting, nothing crazy. It wouldn't even be like you probably wouldn't be able to see it because the fender goes over it, where I would probably have to paint it, I would think. But yeah, I guess I'm just trying to save money because I already have this car and it's already white, same color as mine, Aspen white. And yeah, I think if I was to buy all these parts new from the dealership, I don't know the exact price, but it'll be a couple bands for sure. So, especially these headlights, I think these headlights new from the dealer are around $1,000, or I think like 1,200 each, I believe. So it'll add up really quick, and if I don't have to shell out thousands at the dealership, I could just use all of this and just part out the rest of the car and kind of recoup what I bought it for. So kind of get back some money, because like these BBSs are worth some pretty good money, being that they're 5/100. The Brimbos are worth some good money, but I honestly probably wouldn't even try unbolting them off the hubs because they'll probably just snap off. Like the bolts will probably snap off. So I'll probably have to sell those calipers with the 6-speed swap. And then that motor would just have to be like dismantled for parts, and there's definitely money to be made in this car for sure, to get my money, like my original investment out of it, you know. So yeah, I guess this is a hard one, guys. Gonna definitely need your help. I found a friend of mine that's pretty familiar with these cars, and I kind of FaceTimed him and showed him what it was all about, the condition of it and stuff, and was asking for his opinion, and he was kind of dumbfounded because he's an idiot like me. He loves these cars a lot and will do whatever it takes to kind of save all of them, but sometimes you just kind of have to put the hammer down and be like, yo, when is it worth saving, you know? What, I mean, you can save everything, whatever it's worth to you, you know, but being that I have probably around $8,000 in this car, put another 5,000 or 6,000 into it, and it's like I'm already at, what is that, 14 grand, and it's like, what can I actually sell this for to make a profit, or am I just gonna be losing more money, you know? So I don't know. Gonna need you guys' help with this one a lot, and I guess comment down below whether I should sacrifice this car to save my 05, or if I should just be like, hey, fix it and just put it back on the road. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you think it's worth. You know, what's the retail value for something like this? 130,000 miles. I don't know how many owners it is, but it's 130,000 miles, clean title, has rust underneath. Overall body's in acceptable condition. I don't think I've ran the Carfax on it, so comment down below, guys. Comment down below, yay or nay. You know, and if somebody comments down below, be like, yo, I'll buy this thing, I mean, make me an offer and I'll sell it to you as is. So at the end of the day, it's you gotta do what's smart, and you gotta do what's smart and not always go with your emotions, because sometimes just going with emotions comes around and bites you in the butt, you know. I have another car that's kind of similar to this, which I will show in another video, but I did a lot of work on it, come to realize there was a huge problem, and we'll do a video on that one separately. That's a video for another time. So here's one more last look of it. As you can see, Door panel's looking pretty good shape. I keep doing that, it's locked. Hold on. I fix it. Got some like crappy tent on there that I ripped off. But door panel's looking good shape. Seat's looking pretty good shape as well. Headliner. And then here's the roof. Forgot to show this. Not like I need the roof, but just so it's kind of in the pictures and the videos. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Is this worth fixing? Is this a good parts car? Be like, yo, Silas, part that MF out. Use the parts that you need to fix your 05 and send this thing to the scrapper. Or maybe just sell it to somebody that needs a shell, maybe. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it, guys. Until the next one.